Come on, move.
Say excuse me.
Excuse me.
But Papa, do you remember the lady with red hair, something else, gave us a gift?
Oh yeah, Teresa. If she comes on, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay. Wait. Does she have red hair?
Huh?
Does she have red hair?
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Wait. From from you King. Do everybody have red hair?
No.
Some people have it.
In Ireland, they have red hair.
Oh. Why?
All right. Hey, what's up? What's up, Lexi RN? What up, Jill? How's it going? And let me see. So right now we're gonna be doing some phone calls from prison. We're gonna be doing some phone calls for prison. I'm just waiting for it. What up, June? Why? There we go. We just go ahead and do a precautionary measure. What? Right. I'm waiting for a phone call right now. I found you again. What? What up, fool? What up? Let me see. So right now I'm just setting up. Right now I'm finishing setting up and I'm waiting for a phone call. So, drop one, flush one. Setting everything up. Let me see. I was in the other day on courts. We're most watched. Man, I think that was the last time I was on. Yeah, I don't remember what day that I was on, but it's been a few days since I've been on. But I'm on today, so right now we're gonna be having a chit chat with David. What's up, Jake? If you will. Hey, what's up, Maribel Vasquez? Right now we're waiting for David and Jesse to call in right now. As soon as they'll call in, then we'll go ahead and continue. Till then, it'll just be me, if you will. Man, it's hot out there. I'm not sure where you guys are located, but man, out here where I'm at, whew, it's something ugly, man. We just got home right now, and the heat's unbearable. All right, the phone is ringing. See here.
Esta es
110
now being
Usted
recorded.
tiene una llamada prepagada de
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
Rain.
You have
Oh,
a
yeah,
prepaid
Texas
call.
is
You
bad.
will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5.
5.
Gracias
up,
por
Kelsey?
utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello.
What's up?
What up, David?
Hey, I'm out here kicking back. You know what I mean? I brought my ace, Jesse Nava, right here, kicking back. Live from Centinela. What's cracking, y'all? Posted up right here at the Hard Rock Hotel. Yep.
Hey, shit, we got M-Star Media. She. Hey, what's up, M-Star?
Yep, that's in the house. What's up, girl? How you doing? Yep, her. Salud to you and Mad Max always. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I spoke to them today, man. It was they were so encouraging. We're beaten and battered right now, James. Like bad. Me, emotionally, heartbreak. Jesse, physically, he's I've been very descriptive about Jesse's he's like a farm ox in China. You know that ox with the horns that's like just grazing in the rice water? You seen those things before, James?
Yeah.
That big old freaking wildebeest looking thing with the horns, like that thing could take a licking. And Jesse is just like that freaking ox. So I'm gonna be laughing for him because he can't laugh right now. Like Jesse's very he's got a lot of humor, so when he laughs, he laughs now by lifting his shoulders, and he squints a little bit because he can't show his pain this fool's in. He got a surgery probably about, I don't know, a month ago, 3 weeks ago, and they took his appendix out, and I think he's having complications from that. I think this fool's going back to the hospital, to be honest with you. He'll probably be out freaking at the hospital tomorrow. He just got all the freaking all the sights of a hospital visit right here.
Hey, and what's a proper protocol for somebody to go to the hospital? If he just goes up and lets the cops know that that he needs to go to the, he's hurting, they'll just take him like that, or do they verify? What's the procedure like?
Well, most people just stop where they're doing.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
Most people stop where they're walking and they just drop, and they're just like, I'm man down, and that's it. And the cops will be like, what's going on, man? Like, I can't move. I'm in tremendous pain. And then they'll hit the alarm. It's an emergency alarm. And then they come over. Jesse's at the door right now. So then they go over to freaking the medical, and the medical will assess him. Well, the thing is with Jesse is that he just came out of surgery for this. So if he tells them that he's having like a complication from that surgery, they're gonna take him seriously, and they're gonna take him out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. That's what they do. So, a lot of fools here are hypochondriacs. They're hypochondriacs, so the officers, they can't just, they're going to hear you out, Now that the cameras are here, it's a little different, too. Like, these fools, like, when there's an alarm, these fools run like crazy. Like, before, the cops never ran like that. Especially for a man down, these fools are going to walk over there. If it's a serious one, they're going to let them know on the walkie-talkie. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be some sign where they're going to say non-responsive. We hear it, Let's say code 1, non-responsive, or something like that, They'll say the cell number. And the cops, they'll generally run over there pretty fast for something like that. They know the difference. But if it's something like a regular man down or something like that, like, and they don't really know, like, now, they're fucking running full speed across the yard. Like, if it's freaking... I never seen these cops run this fast for anything. Not just the way they run now for man downs. Oh, yeah. Because of the cameras. Yeah, that ain't gonna serious. Yeah, they fucking run. Like, before it was like they were walking across the yard whistling the Opie Taylor song. Yeah, we're talking Mission Impossible. We're talking Mission Impossible Tom Cruise running. You know what I mean? These fools fucking break. Got their fishing pole thrown over their shoulder. They're just cruising across the yard. These fools are gone. Yeah, now they're like freaking Olympians. But well,
hey,
shit, they gotta take.
Intermediate
take care of us. We're their job security. Yeah.
You guys are the golden children. You guys are the golden eggs, if you will.
Yeah, we are. And thank you for recognizing that, because I don't know if that has to do with anything, but like we are the golden eggs. I just don't know if Are we going to say about M-Star right now?
Oh, M-Star was she wrote on, do cops know how to run?
It depends. Yeah, it depends what you're asking. Yeah, you get like the ones that like, I'm telling you, they get up and they're gone. They're just like, damn, what the hell? That fool just broke, and he's gone. And then you get like the old people. You get like the old COs that'll just kind of like, they won't even bother. Like they'll kind of move kind of slowly, or they'll do like a little jog. Then you get the ones that look like a cartoon run where the wheels are, the feet are spinning in circles, but they're not going anywhere. Like that. That's hauling ass, but he ain't going anywhere. But the crazy part about a man down too is that the nurses walk. Oh, they're the worst. The worst are worse than the CO. There's some nurses here that come out of there and they're in such bad shape. Yeah, I'm like, how the hell did you get into the medical field? Yeah, it's like one of them chicks or dudes that get married and just get all sloppy and nasty. It's like that's what happened with them. They got into the medical field and they're like, all right, well, we've made it, we're done. I'm right here. Job. Yeah, or like really, I don't got to take care of myself. Like I'm right here, surrounded. I have a heart attack, which I'm inclined to have. I'm pretty sure that I'll fall right onto a defibrillator. Yeah, yeah. My coworker will bring me back in no time, and I can get back to my burger. I would want to see them running faster than the CO. Oh, for sure. For sure. The CO doesn't have an obligation. I personally don't feel they have an obligation to put their all in it, but medical for sure, because the CO is essentially just going to contain the area. They have training, Narcan training and certain trainings, they can do CPR and stuff like that, but the reality is that's medical's responsibility. So medical should be, as soon as they get on the radio, we got a medical emergency and wherever, the medical they should have freaking razor scooters right there. They should have electric scooters, be hauling ass across the yard. And what are they, Segways? They should jump on their Segway and get all
why don't they have those? Yeah, get on them and just accept what is. We need you there to save a life, and we need you there quicker than you're capable of getting there.
Yeah.
No, nothing. Not saying anything bad about them, but we do need them to be a rapid response. Segways are a great way.
The other day,
hoverboards, they can just get on a hoverboard and take off.
Get a little hoverboard. The other day, I was mashing on a little gas-powered scooter. The other day at my shop, we fixed it, and that thing had some balls too. I was surprised. It wouldn't do no wheelies or anything like that, but once it got going, that thing would be fucking haul ass. But we got a little mini chopper back there too. We're just waiting for a wheel right now. We fixed it. As soon as we get the tire for that, I'm gonna see if I can rip that motherfucker through.
We have opportunities. We have opportunities to do stuff like that because we work in the vocational shops. We do real prison shit. Things I'm serious. If you were to look at us, you would see we go back there just picture me right in an auto mechanic shop with some Levi's on, one of them slingshots, but I don't my hair in a pompadour. And I got a sledgehammer over my shoulder. There's sparks in the background. You know what I mean? That's my day to day. I live that shit. I don't got the pompadour. I don't got the Levi's back there. I don't got the sparks. I don't got the sledgehammer, but the spirit of the look lives when I'm back there. Jesse, on the other hand, Jesse's super bougie.
I go back there in my suit and tie.
Yeah, he's got that stupid little freaking Austin Powers tie. That one that looks like a napkin on his freaking. What do you call that thing?
Oh no, bib.
Hey, we got somebody from Britain here. They should know what we're talking about. It looks like a bunch of little
What is that thing? He got something that's Jesse. He's got that thing. I don't even know what that is. Where he got it from? It's all fluffed.
Yes. I got the little British pull right there on my chest.
Yeah, he's all trimmed and proper.
Yep, I got the George Washington gears on.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Look, Jesse's freaking. He's like, ah.
Hey, it's called a cravat. A cravat?
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
CRAVAT.
A cravat?
I believe so.
Well, yes. Well, that's Jesse's personality. He has the spirit of the cravat within him. I'm like the guy from the 1980s action movie.
Yeah, he's like the guy from Taxi.
Yeah, more like a Van Damme movie. With the freaking the high fade mullet.
Yeah, Dave's got the Levi's with the top button busted and the old gray dirty wife beater on and the mullet, and he's got a rag over his shoulders at all times, but he's never working on anything.
A red rag that's all greasy.
Yeah, a red greasy rag, but none of the grease was his.
Yeah.
Wipes his forehead with it every now and then.
Yeah, mullets are making a way back. I've seen a few people sporting them out in the real world. They're all business in the front, part in the back.
Hey, let me tell you this. I am a barber, and I've given people mullets in here. I can
Tried to give me a mullet today, but I was like, we're not doing this, Dave. We're not doing it.
I did all kinds of. The only one that I kind of messed up recently was I misjudged a frohawk. I started where I thought it would be, and in my defense, my boy's got a pretty wide head. The one that I did it on, you know what I mean? There's people that got he's got a head that's a little bit bigger. It's probably the same shape though as a Nightmare Before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? One of those shapes. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than that. Felipe's head is the actual size. But this fool's head, right? It's more like a Stewie kind of, but not so wide, I guess. And so when I started the frohawk, I was like, well, I got to start kind of high, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to have plenty of room to fade. And he ended up looking like Chuck Liddell.
yeah, with Chio? Yeah, with Chio. Yeah. yeah. Okay, man, that was a miss right there. You know,
definitely rough.
Yeah, but the soccer haircuts are like, there's like a soccer mullet that's doing pretty good right now. A lot of people are rocking it in here. So the actual mullet though, right? Like, I don't have pictures. Like, you know how if you go to like, do they even have Fantastic Sam's anymore?
They might be scattered around, but yeah, I don't think they're as popular as before. But they still exist.
Yep. So when you went to a place like that, right? There's always a smell in a
barber smell.
No, it's deeper. It's like, it's not as bad as nail polish. Like if you get to like a salon and there's like a nail polish smell somewhere, you know what I mean? It's not that, but there's always a smell in there, and I can't freaking place it, man, in a street barbershop or a salon. I went to salons, Jesse. Excuse me.
I see.
Yes. So then you have a book though, and the book has pictures. They have pictures of freaking, you know, people with haircuts. The standard haircut you kind of pick, and you're just like, I want that haircut. And they do it. Well, me, I have that picture book inside of my mind. You know, and so when a dude comes and they freaking ask me, they're like, hey, I want a mullet, man, you know, and I'm just like, all right. So right away I start fucking flashing scenes of mullets in my head, right? You got your classic Joe Dirt. You have your Morgan Wallace. You have your...
Somebody told me I look like Morgan Wallace. I'm not really sure how he looks, but I don't think I look like him. Who is he?
I could definitely...
I mean, I know who he is, but...
He's the one that yelled the N-word all crazy and fucking and almost destroyed his career.
Yeah, I remember seeing him one time throwing like a chair out the window, but I haven't seen one picture that looks like him.
That's that guy, you know.
You think I look like him?
I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. I think that...
I gotta look this up.
Checking if I'll be making any more... Yeah, I'm just checking if I'll be making any more Morgan Wallen impersonations.
No. I think Jesse's unique, you know. He probably has, like... He's got a doppelganger out there for sure, but...
Oh, yeah, he owns some restaurants out there in the Valle.
You know what?
He's actually my cuñado's brother-in-law.
Who's am I talking about? Your doppelganger? Oh.
Yeah, you know Guerrero's restaurants out there? Guerrero's?
I heard of it, though.
Well, he's the one that owns Guerrero's.
No, go ahead, James. Tell us.
Yes, I pulled it up. I guess if Jesse had colored eyes and
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
And he had some blonde hair, then I think he would kind of.
He does have colored eyes.
Oh, Jesse does have colored eyes.
We're gonna have. Yeah, he's got colored eyes. They're like a crazy color too. They're like a metallic freaking green, like slash like. I don't know.
They change because they're hazel, but they change with like my mood or whatever color, like the colors that I wear.
He's got mood rings attached to.
Yeah, I got mood rings attached to my eyes. If I wear, like when I'm out there, if I wear bright colors, they turn real green, or like a certain mood, they turn green.
He don't got them piercing Bradley, you know, Cooper blue eyes or anything like that. You know.
No. What's crazy is my sister has one blue eye and one like greenish gray eye.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's blind out of that blue eye.
Crazy.
I'll call you back, right?
Hey guys, how is everybody doing today? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From, and today we're on the line with Jesse and David. They're currently calling us from Sentinel State Prison. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, and I'll go ahead and read them off. And let me see, who was that? Beth Ann said something about that mullets are a thing in Australia. So I'm going to have to mention that to the fellas right now. They're always so funny. Hey, what's up, Hope and Marie? Hey, what's up, Tatted Vet? How are you guys doing today on this great Sunday afternoon? Man, it's freaking hot out there. Well, except if you're in Texas. If you're in Texas, you got some other problems going on. But if you're on the West Coast, like me, sheesh. Hey, think about it twice before walking outside, man. You're definitely looking for a stroke if you're not walking out there hydrated or a gallon of water. Proceed with caution, extreme caution, if you will. I don't need any of you guys to pass out, or out there on the streets. Man, imagine you're passed out on the streets. Immigration picks you up. And you wake up in alligator Alcatraz. That'll be all bad. Let me see, Vinny, bro. You gotta put a sock on that phone and hang it upside down. Should I do one or both? Ay. All right, so right now we're just waiting for them to call back. Right now, when they call back, we'll go ahead and continue. You know what? And I should start using it's been a while since I used that phone. I should start using it. In the past, I used to use the blue one. This blue one right here, depending on what camera you're looking at. I used to use it before for the phone calls. The only thing I didn't like that the audio wasn't as good as when I used this microphone here. So that's one of the big reasons that I stopped using it. But it does actually it actually works. So like I said, everybody, I hope you guys are doing good. And the phone is ringing. Let's go ahead and plug them in.
This call is now being recorded. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5.
5.
Gracias por utilizar Global Tel-Link.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Hey, so
James,
we had a comment from Beth Ann, and she writes, mullets are a massive thing here in Australia.
You know what? I could see that. I just... Did Crocodile Dundee have a mullet?
No, absolutely not. But you know where they did have the mullets over there? There's a lot of people in Europe that rock the mullet.
Why have I seen that, though? Why do I think?
Remember with the robot that the one where they were training them, where they were training to be a bad guy?
Is it?
You're talking about Kilby or Kirby or
no?
You're talking about Chappie, right? From Africa.
Chappie, there you go. Chappie, those fools are from Europe. I think they're from Britain somewhere or something like that. But they rock the mullet. They're actually the people in that movie were actually musicians. They're actually rappers over there, like big rappers. The white boy and the other dude.
When I think of Australian entertainers, I think of Iggy Azalea.
Is she from Australia?
I think she is.
I definitely want to go land down there now.
Yeah.
Iggy's kind of cute.
Yeah. Iggy's got it going on.
Yeah. You know? I haven't seen her. She came out for like a hot second and went Houdini right after.
Yeah.
She didn't last very long.
She was fancy for a little bit, and that was rap, you know?
Yeah.
Hey.
No, there's. I love people from Australia. I just do. I can't honestly think of one bad person. Like Beyonce Sansari, like, just because of this Kanye West shit, you know, she's got going on, but it's even hard for me to dislike her.
She's from Australia?
Yeah. She's
Australian?
Yep. Yeah,
she's pathetic.
Thor, huh?
She's pathetic.
Yeah. I mean, but she's not like, because of the shit that she has going on.
How did you get an Italian last name being from Australia?
I don't know. That's a great fucking question. But you got Thor, the Hemsworths, dude. They're from Australia. Thor. Jesse.
And apparently Thor has a pretty good, Australia got a pretty decent pedigree.
They got a
I think you were onto something when you brought up Crocodile Dundee. That was my hero. That ain't a knife. No, it's a knife.
That dude was, no, and the Foster's guy. What about the Foster's commercial? Everything about Foster's. Everything about freaking Australia is like, you guys rock out there. That's all.
Remember the Foster's beer cans? Though they were like freaking 40-ounce beer cans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a man's beer can right there, man.
Beer can. Do not come to the party unless you come correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy.
6-pack of kegs.
Hey, but let her know. Yeah, let her know we still do not support the mullet, even though we support Australia. We do not support the mullet.
Let's not go there, Jesse. These are Australians here.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't want anybody encouraging Dave. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. We got some videos to shoot this week, and all of a sudden he's trying to do mini courses with a mullet.
Australians are people, Jesse, and if they say mullets are in, that's what it is.
Hey, you know, and they have to be in because if you think about it, they are 16 hours ahead of us, so they are in the future. So mullets are coming. They're gonna be a thing out here.
Okay, they're coming. They're traveling.
Just supporting my argument further. Like, do you live in the future, Jesse?
I do not.
There it is.
Hey,
and you know it's funny. Hey, isn't that Peso Pluma food, the one doesn't he got a half-ass mullet?
Yeah, but he's not Australian, so his mullet don't count. It's a mullet. That's a super mullet, but it's all greasy and stringy.
Yeah, he got that shit's ugly. But what do they call that? That's part of the what's that thing they call it over here? The Edgar?
But no, that's a cartel mullet.
It is, huh?
Yeah, it's a different. What are we gonna say right now?
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
So I got a few things. We got Mad Max 408 tuning in from representing the San Jose area, and he also wrote Raza are not allowed to get mullets. And then let me see. We had a comment from
Max, don't.
we had a comment from Melissa. She writes, Iggy has a whole lot going on right now.
Yeah, but does she have a mullet?
Okay, I'm not worried about her mullet. I'm worried about her music and her nice body.
Yeah, Jesse's all about Iggy. No, Iggy's got going on. Yeah,
She's very cute. She's cool.
Yeah.
I just haven't heard or seen anything from her in a long time, so maybe she's booming over there.
Yeah, I wonder if she has anything going on over there right now.
Yeah. Well, she said she got all kind of shit going on. She's booming right now.
That's cool. There it is. What else you got for us, James?
Mad Max said, no essays. That's a straight up removal.
Hey, Mad Max, don't. I'm gonna ask for Caprada on this, right? I want you to think of the Australians from the future. You know, when you make your decision. Max is a North Star. You know what I mean? That's a North Star boy right there.
Yeah, you got to be careful though, Max. The next time you see David, he might have a mullet if we don't discourage his behavior right now.
Can I at least have one of them old 1994 Van Damme mullets, where it's kind of like a fade also? You know what I mean? Like it's clean, and then I'll put like the back of my hair will come down kind of like wavy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, I hit the curlers on it.
That might work. Go ahead.
And Melissa's asking. She's like, asked him about Joe Dirt. What do you guys think about Joe Dirt? He got some.
That's the look Dave's going for.
That's the look that I was going for right there, right? The Joe Dirt look, and that right there is the classic mullet. And his dad had a mullet too. Remember in Joe Dirt, his dad had a mullet. Now it's like a rough looking mullet. Yeah. But I feel like that mullet is more common over there. You know, Kid Rock, doesn't Kid Rock have the same mullet? Isn't it identical?
Hey, you know, doesn't Tiger King have a mullet too? Do you guys know?
He does have a mullet,
right?
Yeah, I do, and that's pretty close to the Van Damme mullet. It's pretty close. It's got that little that's what I'm talking about. Like when it's all stringy in the back and it's all wavy, like you know what I'm saying? Like you put some curlers on it or something. It's all like it just kind of drops like a waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's always hairsprayed. Like you got to hairspray your mullet. You can't put gel in it. It's got to be like Aquanet from the 1980s.
It's got to be flammable.
Yeah. I don't want nothing spritzing, nothing with a little pump. Like I want full blown hairspray. Do they even have that anymore?
Aquanet hairspray?
Yeah. Do they sell hairspray out there?
You know, I don't know about Aquanet. I know they still sell hairspray, but I'm not sure if Aquanet's still a thing out here. I couldn't tell you. That and Tres Flores, I'm not sure.
I've been gone a long time. Like you guys out there give me the vibe of like a moose culture. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys just, I don't know. You guys give me moose vibes. That's all I'm saying. You remember moose?
Yeah, you had mousse, and there was another, that liquid chemical they used to put. It was the liquid stuff that used to make your hair look shiny and wet.
Hair food?
No, it was called what was it? It was
I wore 3 Flowers quite often when I was younger, but that shit ended up on my forehead, and it always got me nauseous after a while.
Oh, Solution. It was called Solution. They used to put Solution in their hair back in the 80s, and
it's kind of like liquid.
Yeah, it's liquid. You put it in your hair and you give your hair body, and it would give it like if you had curly hair, it'd make your hair look wet and
but it's kind of like that hand sanitizer, like liquid, like something like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Solution. It was a little thinner than the hand sanitizer.
Yes, you know. We know about the moose. And
the moose is like freaking like a
comes out like whipped cream.
Yeah, like there you go.
Yeah, we miss the streets. I don't know if you guys know that or not. We've been gone for a long time. Jesse's been gone for 24 damn years. 24 years this fool's been here. I've been in here for 15 years. That's 15 years where I haven't been able to put mousse on my head.
You king.
Joe Dirt was probably just coming out.
You king.
Jesse got busted.
Uh-oh.
Did you tell her that your daughter's going to grow a mustache like yours, James?
think she might have took James out right now.
Yeah, she knocked him.
She's asking me. She came and asked me if because I recently got a package from the UK, so she wanted to know if the viewer that sent me that package was here.
It's Teresa.
She's looking for Teresa from the UK, so she's like, hey.
Teresa.
Oh, she's the one that.
She have red hair.
Is she the one that
And
draws?
she draw a kid's book. You see her like that. Better but Teresa is here.
Yeah, so she's looking for Teresa because Teresa sent us a package, but she hasn't. We haven't been able to catch her yet because she wants to tell her thank you. She's sent her some coloring books and stuff.
Hey. That's cool. Hey, James's daughter's adorable. She's adorable. We use words like adorable in prison. It's not what I would call Felipe. You know what I mean?
Guys, I'm going to rip his middle chest up. But yes, you want to do that.
She said if she's gonna rip my mustache off.
What the hell?
She's putting some tape on my mustache and she's trying to rip it off.
I think that's dark. That's pretty dark right there.
That's a rough way to start out.
Yeah, I'm laughing. I'm only laughing out of fear because I don't want her to do something bad to me too.
Yeah. I'm acting like I'm along for the ride.
Yeah, I'm like, oh crap.
Yanking mustaches off. Well, that's what happened when you talked to her earlier about growing a mustache like James. She's like, well, I'm not ready to grow it yet, but I'll definitely borrow his.
Yep. Be careful. Kids are impressionable. You know what I mean? She's going to be 13 years old, and she's like, Dad, this is me. Like, oh, David. Oh, crap. Yeah, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sonny, what else you got for us, James? What's going on, man? We miss you guys.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
Let me see right here.
We got a state note.
We got let me see.
Ryan. We missed the world, the UK, and San Jose. See?
I'm glad we came on, though, low-key, because I've been laying in my bed balled up all day, so this is kind of a decent little distraction.
Hey, so I know David mentioned that you're going through some things right now. Can you tell us what you're going through right now? Maybe we got some doctors on here that could probably narrow it down and let us know exactly what's wrong with you.
So a month ago I went and I got appendix and a hernia surgery, and they said it was 4 to 6 weeks recuperation time, and of course, after about 3 weeks, I felt great, so I went outside to start playing sports, and I maybe might have pulled something. I don't know. But I know yesterday, after that day, about a week ago, about a week and a half ago, I felt it when I was playing volleyball. We played softball, everything was good, and I played some volleyball, and I kind of felt like it was straining on my stomach, so I said, I'm good. I'm not going to do nothing for the next week or two. So yesterday, I didn't do anything. I just happened in the Saturday, in the afternoon, in the evening time, I started feeling this pain, right? The same kind of pain that I started feeling when I got my appendicitis, like in the same spot, same thing, and then I felt it yesterday for a little while, and I went to sleep, and when I woke up today, it was even worse. And so now I can feel it pulling in there, but it definitely feels like something swollen inside there, because I feel something in there. And the only difference between this and like when I had the appendicitis is the appendicitis was, I feel a lot more tender to the touch. This one feels like the pain, like it doesn't feel as tender to the touch, except for like yeah, I guess you could say it is still tender to the touch right here, but it feels like the pain is encompassing more the area. The when I had the appendicitis, the pain was more isolated in one spot, but for the most part, it definitely feels like it's something related to the surgery or to the appendix. But what they do when they pull your appendix out is they leave like a little stump right there when they reconnect your intestines. And so I Googled it yesterday. I had somebody Google it and check it out and see what it was. And they said that it could be if you start getting pain a month later, because I didn't have no pain. I was cool. Like that day when I went out there and played sports, it was a little discomfort, but it wasn't like pain, or I didn't feel no pain up until yesterday. It was sore and started hurting a little bit. And today it's just been bad all day. Like when I go to get up, or when I'm sitting down and stuff like that, I can feel it. So what they said it's called, it could be called stump appendicitis, and that's where when they leave that stump and the antibiotics they give you, it doesn't take the entirety of the infection away. The infection can spread still. And the thing when I got my CT before they did my appendicitis, the doctor was actually kind of surprised because my appendix wasn't swollen a lot, but he said where the inflammation, I did have a lot of inflammation around the.
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
But whatever it is, it's definitely going to be a problem. So I put in a medical slip today, and I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm probably going to have them take me to the hospital just so I get another CT, because I'm already scheduled for a CT right now on 9/4 right here at the prison. But that's for the stuff that they found on my lungs. So tomorrow I got to go and definitely find out what's happening right here. You know.
That's crazy. That's the same day as my birthday, 9/4.
Hey, so we got a comment from Melissa, and she wrote, "Inguinal hernias will hurt forever, no matter repaired. He has to be careful. He got to be careful."
Yep, that's what we tell him. Hey, I'm gonna call you back right now, James.
Okay, cool. And I got some more comments right now when you guys call back. All right, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Melissa. Appreciate that. Let's see, my microphone is it's tripping right now. I'm trying to fix it. All right, I need to buy a new cable. If not, when I move it, it goes in and out. Let me see. 77 writes, yeah, you got to be pretty careful. Better get it checked out ASAP. I'll let them know right now when they call back and start roll. Let me see. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool off recovery, and I did a plank and popped it out. Sheesh. I already knew, but damn, ouch. Let me see right here.
This call is now being recorded. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello.
James. Yeah.
All right.
What were you saying, James?
So let me see. So Melissa also wrote, I'm in the medical field and also had the hernia surgery. And then let me see, 77 wrote, yeah, you got to be pretty careful. Better get it checked out ASAP. And then 77 also wanted to know, he's coming in from Ireland, wants to know how long are you serving?
Well, I'm serving. I have 40 years to life. That's 40 years to life. But I've been in for 15 years and some laws have changed, so I have an opportunity to become eligible for parole in 2031. Jesse is serving 25 years to life, and he's been in for 24 years, and he has an opportunity to go to board to be released in January. Yep.
Cool. Thank you for.
We're both here for we're both here for taking somebody's life. Different circumstances, different cases. You know.
All right. Thank you for answering that. Let me see. Melissa also wrote, no problem with the appendix. Once it's out, it shouldn't be any more issues. And then also, Hope Marie wrote, he could have pulled the scar tissue as well.
That's what I'm thinking. The scar tissue, because that's what also when they Googled it yesterday, it said that you can irritate and agitate the scar tissue, and that can cause inflammation. The scar, if you pull on it, it can cause the stuff around it to flame up. And I'm thinking maybe it could be that. But I think if it would have done that, it should have happened a week and a half ago, not yesterday, because I was fine after. But I'm pretty sure it has something to do with where they pulled the appendix out, because it's right in that spot. The hernia was in my umbilical, and I'm not really feeling anything in the umbilical, but I am definitely feeling something off to the right where the appendix was. But it did say on Google that it could be scar tissue. Also, it did say that when they take your appendix out, that they leave a stump right there, and if they didn't get all the infection out, that stump can still be infected and can spread. So.
And they're gonna have to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I feel kind of bloated, and I feel like it's swollen right there. and if I lean back, I can feel it pulling on it, and like if I sit up to get up, I can feel it. It feels almost like it did, when I went out to the hospital for the appendix, almost like the same thing. Maybe not as extreme, but definitely the same thing.
For those of you that don't know us, Jesse and I were able to make these calls because they gave us tablets. Like we have tablets that have phone capability on them. So we're both roommates. We're in the prison system here. We're called cellies. Like we share a cell. And Jesse's really close with me. I know Jesse from out of society. We know, we grew up together in a lot of ways, And this is my boy right here. So I'm lucky I get to have this opportunity to spend some time with him. It's crazy that we both got life and we're both here for pretty much the same thing, but even the same degree of the charge, but different circumstances, But that just shows that your social circle, you got to be careful, who you're around out there and stuff like that, because when we're lost, we were lost. We were lost souls out there when we were young, and so we kind of fed into each other's dysfunction in a lot of ways, and that went for a lot of our boys. And we got a lot of we got friends that we both knew that they're dead. They're gone. They didn't make it. Guys who were just lost to the sauce, and it's crazy that both of us were on a positive path, and we're both going to get out of here. I got time to do, but I'm in court right now for resentencing, and they could take off one of the life sentences I have. That's what they're working on right now, and because I technically have 2 life sentences, but one of them is done this year. I had 15 to life, and then they put another one for an enhancement. So they're working on reducing the enhancement or removing it right now. So I could go to board, ASAP, but I think I'm going to be closer to 20 years in before I go. And so you just got to stay hopeful. You got to stay positive, and no matter what, no matter where I'm at, we have to take responsibility for why we're in prison, and we just got to keep pushing forward. We go through things in here just like anybody else out there, and it's just the way that we haven't dealt with those things in a positive way in the past, and that's got to change. I'm still ran through the dirt right now, man. It felt like I freaking came off like a drug or something. That's how freaking stressed out I was.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. It was like, yeah, it's rough, dude. I have a sense of loss. And it gets lonely in here too. It's crazy because I thought when I got married that was gonna be I was gonna spend the rest of my life with this person, no matter what. In here, out there, it was just that was the missing piece of my puzzle, and it turns out that's not the case, And it's rough.
Hey, David, so since right now, we're on the topic of marriage and getting married while in prison.
Yeah.
How's that ceremony happen? Or is it behind glass? Are you guys in front of each other? Can you guys can you share with me, what the process was like?
No, you're in a visiting room. There's people there. There's the people that are getting their visits. They're there. They have somebody who the prison is somebody that's approved. They're called a solemnizer or something like that. They go and they get the marriage license, and they handle the actual ceremony and the exchanging of vows, and you do it up in the front of the visiting room. And then you can exchange rings, take some pictures, and then everybody's got to go. But because you can have extra people in there at that time. So I think you can have up to 5 visitors, but for the marriage, they'll let you have 10, I think. And then that's what it is,
And do you guys, do you get to throw rice? Do people throw rice at you, or do you throw a bouquet, or do any of those, traditional wedding things happen?
Hell no. There's no freaking way you throw something in that visiting room, you're going to end up on the floor.
The only thing you throw in there is your trash.
Yeah,
throwing it away.
Yeah, you're going to throw away your trash. That's it. I don't know. You want to keep your hands where you can see them. You don't want to make them fast moves.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
Family visiting is way different, Family visiting is just you're just in an apartment with your spouse, It's different. You don't got you could have a pillow fight now if you want, It's a different setup.
Yeah. Hey, I got some comments from Mstar Media, and And Mad Max, I want to go ahead and read him off to you.
Yep.
Let me see. He wrote. He said, "I busted my first hernia surgery and had the sec had the had he had. Let me see. He said, I busted my first hernia surgery and had number two, sometime after. Let me see. And then let me see here. And then M-Star wrote, yeah. I thought I was cool. I was cool off recovery and did a plank and it popped out. Damn. And then
damn, yep. You know the crazy part is that I've had a hernia for over 20 years, dude, above my belly button. I mean longer. I've had a hernia there for so long, and it never gets bigger. It's just they said it's stabilized. It's just there, and I work out like crazy, dude. Like I'm serious. I do crazy workouts, and I never have an issue with it. It's a part of my six pack. Yep, it doesn't look too big or anything, but it's just there. It's a real small one. I thought about getting it fixed, but it's just no point. Like it doesn't hurt, nothing. It's just there. It's a little tiny like something, an abnormality.
M-Star also wrote, I had an umbilical hernia caused by not fully recovering from a C-section surgery.
Oh, damn. That's what I have. It's an umbilical hernia.
And he's recovering from a C-section as well.
Recovering from a C-section, yes. Yep. The two are related.
And then she also wrote, yeah, I've seen visiting room weddings. Let me see. It's the marriage and the person. Let me see. It's the marriage and the person. The ceremony is what it is. I learned from divorce, a ceremony and party don't make for a happy and lasting marriage.
The thing is that's not always the case though. Like I believe in love. Like I just do. I believe in love. I believe in marriage. Like I believe in like finding your person. And when you find your person, you find your person. And I think that under the circumstances, like I was married for 7 years with the same individual for 9 years, and I believe that everything was even if there was problems, I believe that no matter the issue, I believe that love would prevail, and that's not the case, And I think the hardest part about relationships in the past is in prison, right? Is that communication was big. That's why a lot of people got cell phones and stuff like that. But now we have tablets. Like you can talk a lot. You can email and text message. You can visit, and then also, even though I have the life sentence attached, they're letting us go home. So we're educating ourselves and we're preparing. And I get conjugal visits. Like I'm eligible for them. So the physical aspect is also there, and that's real strong for the connection. And the conjugal visit, it's called family visiting. That's there to help you kind of get used to cohabitating with your spouse. I didn't walk into the relationship looking for a prison marriage. It wasn't that. I went into the relationship looking for my person, my forever person. And that's not the case. And, that it turns out that wasn't the case. I don't I believe that I have my faults, and I'm a very humble person. I try to communicate, but I don't believe that my person would put me through the things that I've been going through the past year, the past weeks and stuff like that. I just think no, that's not love right there. I was mistaken. It doesn't take away from the love that I feel. I don't want to It just means that I wasn't their person, and I have to continue with my life and do what I do. I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do great things out there. I'm doing great things in here, and it's gonna continue. I'm not codependent on nobody. My happiness isn't dependent on somebody else's view towards me. My value comes internally, and for the first time in my life, I understand what that is. doesn't mean that I'm not sad. I'm not devastated, of course. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to be, you know, gnashing teeth and running my cup along the bars and doing. I'm just not going to do it because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. But that's just what it is, you know.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Will come,
I'm surprised Jesse's not in the background with his cup and running it through the through your bars over there.
To the bars. This fool's so injured right now that he can't. Like, he can hardly move. Fool's super injured.
Hey, so what is?
Blood the feet up. Yeah.
You see, Hope Marie wrote, I try not to laugh at that one, laughing out loud. Hey, what up, Renee? Let me see.
Yeah.
What up, Jess? 1-4. So, hey, so what was Jesse laying down right now? Is he restricted on movement right now, or is he able to still move around?
This fool's sitting here like he got like a little makeshift couch. Like he got his bed rolled up in a little couch. We do that because we always roll our mats in here, and he's sitting here with the couch rolled up, and he's in some like big ass boxers that are like the size of basketball shorts, right? The motherfuckers are huge, right? And he's got one leg up on the locker, and
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
I'm just saying I'm glad I'm not standing in front of him because I don't see any blockage there. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna call him comfortable.
Yeah, I am semi-limited in my movement just because I don't want to be putting too much strain on my stomach. But it's not like I'm not incapacitated.
He is incapacitated. He's just stubborn. That's the problem. Hey, it's gonna hang up right now, James. Give you a call back on that.
All right, for sure. So I'll ask him right now, 77, when he calls back right now. Renee, so he a few weeks ago, I think like 3-4 weeks ago, Jesse had his appendix pulled out, and he's been having some issues with his stomach. He's not exactly sure what's wrong with it, but he's supposed to be getting some X-rays done pretty soon. And I think he said he was going to mention to the cops that he wasn't feeling too well. So hopefully, you know, he can make it down to the hospital and you know, have that checked out to find out, you know, what's going on with him. I'll let him know 77 for sure. For sure. Let me see. I bet Jess wishes he was comfortably numb. I was asking him if he took any ibuprofen, and he was like that they don't recommend for ibuprofen to be taken after you've had a surgery. So are the cops treating him well? I'll ask him right now.
This call is now being recorded.
Global Telling. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Gracias por utilizar Global Telling.
Hello.
Yep. Yeah. Crack it, James.
All right. So let me see. 77 Rich from Ireland is asking, is he from Mexico and has he got family on the outside?
Oh. No, I'm from America. I'm American. I do American stuff. I drive Fords with American flag. You know what I mean?
I drive Chevys. I drive Chevy with an American flag
rack
flying
on
on
the
the
back.
back. Yeah, with a gun rack, six pack.
No, I only drink Coors.
Yeah.
No, I'm mixed. So my family, I have some family that's over there, probably in Mexico, but they're like super removed. I got family in Venezuela, and I got family probably in Israel. I got family all over the place. I'm super mixed. Yeah.
All right.
Jesse's Mexican and white. We don't know what kind of white Jesse is.
Jesse's a Mexican American.
We think he might be Norwegian.
I'm mixed with Mexican and Californian.
Yeah, definitely Californian for sure.
Which is with the way that California is going, with the direction California is going, though, that's probably kind of scary.
Oh yeah, don't say that out loud.
Yeah, don't say that out loud.
No, we got family out there. We got people that, we got people that love us out there. Help us with our support network. We got a lot of friends out there too that they got their life on track and they're trying to make way for us to come home. Have something to come home to, a career.
Yeah.
Hey, we just had Marlene show up.
Who's Marlene?
Marlene,
Is
what's
that,
up?
Is that Teresa?
I'll tell you, guys. You want to tap in? You want to tap in, Marlene? Let me see. And Kay Larson's asking, do they both get out around the same time?
Can we play
Jesse's gonna be out
patty
within the year.
I should be out next year.
Yep, Jesse will be out probably next year, and then probably, like early next year. And me, I got
by summer.
Oh, by summer? Yeah. And then I'll be out in probably 5 more years after that at the most. Now with the way that I've been
Please
accomplishing
give
things
us
in here, I'm not going to be in here too
heart,
longer. I just finished up 2 associate's degrees, James, the other day. And I got, in the fall, I'm going to finish up 3 more associate's degrees. So I'll probably have 5 associate's degrees, and then I'm going to start San Diego State University for the bachelor's program. It's a program. If you guys ever want to check it out, here at this prison, if you go to San Diego State University to their website, there's and then you put up VISTA program, VISTA, you can see the opportunity that we have. That's how we're going to get our bachelor's degrees. I'm an academic now, James. That's what I do.
Man, you're about to have 6 more degrees than I do.
Yeah, but
James is like, I'm working on my GED right now.
Yeah, but you graduated from the School of Common Sense.
So you didn't have to come. Yeah, you didn't have to spend your whole life in prison to get those degrees, James.
Yeah, you have a doctorate in common sense. Yeah. This is definitely not for me. I knew jail wasn't for me, and I kept coming back.
Yeah, David could have gotten this degree on the streets for $10,000, but instead he chose to give 25 years of his life for it.
Yeah, it's true.
So I think you're the winner right now, James.
Definitely won the race on this one.
Hey, Marlene put street degrees, laughing out loud.
Street degrees. Definitely got plenty of street degrees, I bet. Definitely got a doctorate in that.
Yeah, no matter what your education level is, if you're out there.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
The funny thing is, I used to believe doctorate and street degrees actually meant something.
Yep.
They gotta be somebody in a world of nobody.
I was trying to rise to the bottom of the top. No, the top of the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Rise to the top of the ladder that was freaking next to the gutter.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So we're getting ready to go to Dayram right now. We're going to take you guys on a little tour through live prison. And the crazy part about prison is that you never know what's going to happen. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here in this place. So when we come out of the cell, we mind our own business. That's one of the biggest lessons that I learned in prison, is mind my own business. So as I mind my own business, I'll be walking down the freaking tier, and then all of a sudden I'll hear an alarm, and just freaking there'll be like 3 people just going at it, and it'll be like a 2-on-1 or something like that, or just 2 dudes go at it, or you'll see some stupid stuff. You'll see somebody hit the ground. Like, I don't think anything like that's gonna happen right now, but I've been surprised before. So what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna try to go, and I'm gonna try to jump on one of these kiosks, James, so I can see you guys. You guys can see me. Well, I won't be able to see none of you guys. You guys just be out in the shadows and stuff, but you guys can see what I look like.
Try to video call right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a video call. They're probably gonna kick us off though.
Is that what they're doing?
Yep. James said he got kicked off last week.
Yeah. Seems like every time we try to go on now that you're kicking James off.
Yeah.
The problem is they're hating James.
Yeah, they are.
Yep. See.
I don't know what I did.
What are you eating?
So what
Watermelon.
What we got to start doing is we need a freaking we need a diversion video call. Like we got to do video call where it's Marlene, like Marlene's doing the video call with us. Because I think they see James and he's gone. They see you, James, and they kick you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we know this fool. Everybody knows this fool here. You know?
Yeah.
The mustache. They probably got his mustache on the most wanted list.
Yep. You viewers out there, if you guys want to be the diversion, any of you viewers all over the world, you gotta log on to the app, and then we'll do the video call, and then you could be linked into the system. That's what we do. So they don't see James, and then we can do video calls. Yep. That's what it is. And then they'll see us on there just talking to one of our rukas. That's what they'll say. It's like, oh, this is his ruka.
We have the decoy video call.
The decoy, yep. James will be right there. We'll get one of them Australian decoys, you know, like how they have the little seals in the water? Yeah. The decoy seals, and the shark jumps out. Yep.
Hey, we got a question from Kay Larson. They want to know what you asked for dinner. What did you guys have for dinner tonight?
Taco meat
and beans.
Yeah, taco meat, beans, rice.
It was trash, but we made it all right.
Corn tortillas, little saucers.
Yeah.
And we try to hook it up. It's hot outside right now, so they don't make us walk to the dining hall. But
it's great.
Yep. So we kind of hook up some stuff in it. We got seasonings and shit, you know. They let us buy seasonings from the package company. That's how we get like the extra stuff to make the food look good, because this food comes horrible.
Yeah, it does. Super bland.
Yeah.
You guys are not in the same dorm as Gary, right? Gary's in building 5.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's in a different spot.
Yeah, because Marlene wanted me to tell you guys to tell Gary that she's having Tom's for dinner tonight. But
she's having what?
Tom's.
Tom's.
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm guessing it's probably like a local. Nah, I'm
local joint.
Yeah, you know how they got like those Toms. Well, I know in LA they had like a bunch of places called Toms, like 1 through 20. Yeah, it's a hamburger spot in Pomona.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, tell her. Didn't they teach her when she was growing up if she didn't bring enough for everybody? You don't need one of them Tom's burgers. We're gonna need one of those Tom's burgers for sure. Yeah, I was with Gary yesterday in the morning. Me and Gary had a good heart-to-heart talk because he's gonna be getting out, real soon, and we were definitely having a good, solid conversation. So that was pretty awesome. He's gonna be relocating out this way, close to the prison. So it's gonna be a pretty it's gonna be a culture shock, I think, for him. Even though he's been in prison most of his life, he's been in prison longer than he was ever in the valley or in the valley out there in SGV. But it's still gonna be a culture shock because it's like freaking Mayberry out here.
So he's gonna parole directly to that area, or is he gonna parole to like a bigger county, and then once he's done with his halfway house?
No, he's paroling right here to Imperial Valley. And so he's got a Christian home. He's got a Christian home that they're going to take him to. His old lady's right here. And his partner. He likes to call her his partner. I told him, well, you better get out there and make sure she understands the dynamics of this partner business. Because a lot of people, a lot of women, they've been out there holding it down by themselves. And I said, this guy's been gone for a long time, so she's gonna have to help him get acclimated back into the real world.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a good thing. Is Gary's super sharp. He's real adaptable. He has strong communication skills. He's real personable. So no matter where they put Gary's. But when you're going out to a relationship that you've only experienced in prison, or you dealing with women, a lot of times certain women can have insecurities or just different things, uncomfortability just because of not having, and so there could be like little things that might end up, getting in the way. So I just was telling her to just prepare for that and make sure she understands that as well, so it doesn't become more than what it needs to be. Because a lot of times relationships fall apart when you get out of prison because you're a lot more in each other's face, and so and for him, because he's relocating his whole life out here, they definitely are going to need to work a little harder because it's not just up and disappearing and going somewhere is not an option. But I say he's going to be all right either way, because he's got, he's got a little bit of. There's people out here that are willing to help him that we've been working with for a while here in the prison and stuff like that. And he's going to be a part of a program that we established here, of Prison Fellowship. JP, Pascual from Prison Fellowship, he's out here in the Valley. His church, he's part of Kairos and Celebrate Recovery, and he's an awesome dude. He's been here with us for a long time, so he'll be able to interact with him. We Angel from Prison Fellowship. He's also out this way. He's got his own church. He's a pastor, and he spent 20-something years in here, and he's part of a program that comes in here. So he'll have resources out there available to him. So he won't just be like a sitting duck, but it's still going to be an adjustment period.
That's right. Hey, I got a question for you from Omar. Omar's asking, may I ask him, what is his favorite way to spend his free time, if you don't mind me asking?
Favorite way to spend my free time is to listen to music. I love listening to music. It's definitely listening to music. And up until I got hurt, exercising, but definitely my number one pastime in here is definitely listening to music. Like Dave said, we love.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
We got a cool little system in here that bumps, so we get to thump the cell out something cool, and sometimes you just gotta sit back, put the school to the side, put the self-help, put everything, all the family problems, everything to the side, just throw some music on and clean the cell, stare at the TV a little bit and just decompress. But
I like doing like homework and stuff like that. It's weird. my free time, I like reading college textbooks, and I'm a nerd. I like doing stuff like that. I like listening to music. Music's my thing. I'm pretty bipolar with my music. So I listen to freaking everything. I listen to crazy ass rock. I listen to all kinds of stuff. Rap, rock, new stuff. I even listen to Iggy Azalea for all the Australians out there. That's what I do. Let's say I like talking to you guys. Love talking to you guys.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna say. Like, really, coming on the show is actually another way that we love passing our free time, because it gives us an opportunity to get up out of this place for a little bit, to meet new people, interact with different.
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
There's a pedigree of individuals in prison that it's different when you get to interact with people out there, and all around the world, different stuff like that. So
I'm gonna give you a call back right now, James.
All right, for sure.
Yep, give a call back.
Yeah, we'll make one right now when I get off. So yeah, for as far as the phone calls, Miss Chavez, it's normally individuals that are recommended to me that call in. So these individuals that call in, I had a buddy that was at Centinela a few maybe like 2 years ago, and he ended up hooking me up with them. And then from them being in there, they'll hook me up like, hey, you should talk to this individual. He has a pretty cool story or journey, or he has something that he can offer. So that's how normally the connections are made, if that makes any sense. If you guys want to hear any of their backstories, we do have their backstories located on our YT page at CollectCallFrom. And hopefully if everything goes well, we're gonna probably do a video call with them right now. So I'm hoping we're able to do that. It's been a minute since we've done it.
Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. Para aceptar esta llamada, diga o oprima ahora el 5. Gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Hey. Yep.
Yeah.
My boy.
All right.
No, I found. I'm out in the day room right now. I found a little port right here in the cut.
Okay.
So I guess how many people we got on right now, James?
Right now we got on one account we got 30, and the other one we got about 16. On YT we got 3. So I would say we got about 40 people on right now.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool right now. Yeah. So for those of you out there, I'm in the dam right now, so I need you guys to have my back right now. I'm gonna be on a port, and I'm gonna log into the video call so we can calls like this. And if you guys, we'll try to do it for as long as we can until we get kicked off. And James, I'll give you a call right now.
Yeah, cool. I'm waiting right now. Let me turn on.
Which one do you want me to get on?
Do the 4475.
All right, I'll call right now. All right.
All right, so you'll be able to see them on if it pops up, if the video call does go through, you'll see it pop up right behind me. So I'll get everything situated right now. Hopefully they don't start tripping. I know last week they were tripping on us. Hey, thank you for Amanda for the FYP. So I'm just waiting I'm not sure what phone is gonna come up on, but I do have 2 phones up here, as you guys can see right here. They're acting kind of weird, but you guys will be able to see them back there. Hopefully. You know, GTO is not the greatest, but you know, you gotta use what you can. Let me see. 77 asks, can you ask him how long he's okay, it came up on the screen. Let me pick this up here. And I'll enlarge it right now. If it goes through and is working, then I'll enlarge the screen so you guys can see him a little bit better. Hello. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I can hear you. Let me make the screen just a little bit better, bigger, so they could see you guys or see you. And then let me see here. So, man, hey, for anybody that's jumping on right now, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, David?
Yep. I'm David Lopez. I'm currently incarcerated in Centinela State Prison. I've been here for 15 years on a 187 case, which means that I'm here for taking somebody's life. And I was sentenced to 40 years to life. And I got an opportunity to go to board probably in about 5 or 6 years. So that's what it is, you know.
Thank you, Dave.
Yep.
Yep. So, Miss,
So you see behind me. Go ahead.
Can you see the comments, or should I make them bigger? Hold on. Yeah. Probably.
What do you say? How are they? What?
Let me put them right there so they could. So hopefully, David will be able to read the comments. So I got him up on the screen right there. Hold on. Let me adjust them.
Oh yeah, I answered that question right now. How long I'm serving?
Let me see. Is that good? Does that work good right there?
Yeah, that's cool. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I answered that question right now. How long I'm serving, you know? So hopefully we go for a little while, you know, see what they do, see if they kick us off right now.
Yeah.
And as you see behind me, that's a cell block right there. And the thing is, the reason is it gets kind of blurry because they try to camouflage the cells behind us. So that's what it is, you know. Thank you. Good luck. Stay positive. I see you right there. You know.
Yeah.
What does it say? There's a what?
There's a what?
Cards on your side. There's a member cards on your side.
Bro, there's a member's card on your side.
What's up, Hope Maria? How you doing? It's cool to be here with you guys. Yeah, I like being with you guys, man. You guys make me smile, man. It's been kind of rough in here. I've been in for 15 years, so you get kind of desensitized to things out there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to confirm, can you guys hear David? Can you guys hear David good on your side? I just want to make sure you guys could hear him.
What's it like on the inside? Well, it's a difference between hope and hopelessness. You know, there's people here that they'll never go home. They know that. We know that. We got death row here. And so the problem is that there's Felipe sends his. So there's hope and there's hopelessness here. And the problem is with this place, right, is that um, we don't know like if we're gonna die in here. We don't know what it is, you know. So, the new bachelors? Huh? Not yet. Oh yeah, Felipe wanted the world to know that we're both bachelors. Are you on the? Where you at? What did it say? You were when you be something from prison.
Oh, when will you be released from prison?
I go to board in 2031. What's up, Canada? How you guys doing over there? Yep. Yep. So that's just what it is. Like there's a lot of people here, so stuff happens all the time. There's people that die here. There's people that freaking it's crazy. There's dudes here that are on drugs. There's dudes here that are sober. Like we just got to keep it pushing, you know. And me, I choose to do my time in a positive way. I used to commit a lot of violence in here. That was my thing, you know. Damn, on the inside of Canada, that place is. I wonder what that's like up there, you know. I do keep the faith, Sue. That's one thing I do, man. I keep the faith. I don't like no matter what I go through, like hardship wise, like I'm not gonna let it deter me from my path. My path, I want to go home. I want to be out there with you guys. I'm not trying to sit up in this fucking place for the rest of my life. No way. Um, you know, and that's what it is. You know, it is hard in here. You know, Dublin. What's up, Dublin? I see you out there. Why is he on the inside? I'm here for taking somebody's life. In California, it's a penal code 187, and that's what it is. You know, I can't really get into details. If you guys want to see more details about my case or why I'm in here, um, you could just Google my name. My name is David Isaac with two A's, David Isaac Lopez, and you'll find my case on Google, and you guys can read about it, you know, a little bit further. I try not to get too far into it because I don't want to get us kicked off, you know, details and stuff, and then also I don't want to disrespect none of the victims of my crimes. You know, I was a former gang member. I was involved with prison gang membership. I was involved with a lot of things in here that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And along my path, a lot of people got hurt. And so I choose to live my life in honor of my victims, and I choose to no longer victimize anybody. And it's hard in here sometimes. Sometimes you just want to beat the hell out of people in here. that's just that's just what it is. But I know that that's not gonna solve nothing. You know. What gang were you from? Oh no, I don't talk about any of the gangs I was in. Just know that I was in. I was I'm from the southern region of California, and there's a lot of gangs in California, and I was definitely in one of them. And I was involved with a notorious prison gang in the California prison system for a long time, and that's really it, you know. And I don't want to mention none of the gangs because I'm not trying to glorify anything. And realistically, I don't want these people over there to like. I'm not trying to put their business out there, and that's what it is, you know. Just know that that's not who I am now. I'm a lot different than I was before, and I believe that God has forgiven me for my mistakes, and I feel your prayers out there, you know. Yeah, I hope I get out too, you know. And it's crazy because we come in here, and I'm, I might get out in 2031, Grace,
Hey, we got Ray J
and
in here.
hopefully.
What up, Ray J?
What's up? What's up? Who's Ray J?
Ray
What's Ray
J.
J? You talking about the
Ray
one with
Ray
Ray?
Jennings. Yeah.
Oh, is that Ray J? What's up, Ray? It's David, man. What's cracking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, for those of you out there, because there's people that come on and they ask, well, how long have I been here and stuff, or how long am I serving? So if you guys know me, you guys been on the chat, so I don't got to keep repeating it. You guys can let them know, hey, I'm considered a lifer, and I should be out probably within the next 4 to 5 years. You know, and I said I got a lot of hope now.
And Ray J, he wrote, was good.
What's good? Man, it's the same old stuff in here. It's the same old stuff in here, just kicking back. Yeah, I got it. It's not easy, man. It's not easy waking up in the morning and kind of like tripping out on it. Be like, damn, man, is this gonna be? Is this my future? This is it. And then also thinking about the people that I hurt. Like regardless of the situation that happened, regardless if I was a gang member or not, regardless who any of that stuff. Like somebody lost their life because of the way that I was living, and that's pretty rough right there. That's something that's hard to accept sometimes. You know, um, What'd you say? Her something is in there for did lots of time.
My son-in-law did lots of time.
Oh, that's yeah. It happens. And how long have I served so far? I've been in for 15 years, 1-5, and that's on this term right here. I've been in the prison system. I came from the juvenile system when I was 18 years old, and I spent from 2000, the year 2000, all the way to like 2009. I was in here, and then in 2010, I picked up my life case. So, we will say something to in the UK.
I said time in the UK.
Time in the UK. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So for those of you that are not aware, David can read the messages, or he could somewhat read them. I probably need to blow up the text so he could see it a little bit better. But
yeah, I'm trying to read them. Yeah, I can see them. I can see them pretty good now. There's every once in a while, like when there's a lot of stuff right there, like the one from Tabby Tab or something like that. Oh, it says sorry, missed that. Yeah, stuff like that. I can see that here and there. I'm trying to pick apart the emojis and stuff, and it's crazy seeing how this stuff plays out in the background, and so as you guys see, I still try to look pretty fresh. You know what I mean? I try to rock my fade. I try to rock my I got these my Swiss Flex. Thank you for the Europeans. Thank you for the Swiss for these excellent glasses. That's what it is. I feel sorry for you. Yeah, thank you. I mean, it sucks. I more feel sorry. I more feel sorry for the people that I hurt. Like me. The thing is, look, I had a rough upbringing. I did a lot of messed up stuff in the past. I decided to be a gang member when I was 13 years old.
They cut it. Damn, they got us. Yeah, hey, well, you know what? This has been longer than we've done in the past. Normally they'll cut it off in a minute or two. So I'm sure he'll try to call back. If it goes off again, it means that because the COs, the correctional officers, they have access. Anybody that's in the facility, they have access to this video stream, well, on the GTL site, and they could just cut it off. So I'm thinking that's what just happened right now. For whatever reason, whoever saw this video feed, they didn't like it, so they just cut it. So we'll see right now. We'll stick around for a bit. If he's able to call back, then you'll see it pop up on the screen. If he doesn't, he'll go ahead and give us a call. But yeah, let me see. They be hating. They do be hating. They be like, hey, what's up with this Vato right here? He has a TikTok going on in the background. We can't have none of that. Let me cut it. So yeah, that's what it is. I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, I don't feel like we're doing anything inappropriate. I'm not sure if anybody out there thinks this is inappropriate, but it's like I don't feel like I'm glamorizing prison, but I am giving them a voice. So maybe in their eyes, that's something that they shouldn't have access to, if you will. Tabby Tab. Let me see. Can't they write him up for that because it's not supposed to be on other people's? No, he's on his own video call. So I mean. He's communicating with me on my account. He's on his own video account, so we're not circumventing any type of. He's calling, so let me pick up the call.
This call is now being recorded.
Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de.
David.
They love to silence. Yeah.
Un individuo encarcelado en de la prisión estatal de Sentinela, California.
Nah, because you know what? Even other times that I don't do it with social media, they'll still cut it.
You will not be charged.
So I think it's just me that I think I might be the problem.
Diga o oprima ahora el 5.
5.
Gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello.
Kids.
We got hit.
They bounced us on.
Yeah.
Yep. And so the thing is, so I didn't call back.
Yeah.
Are we still live right now?
Yeah, we are still live. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, that's cool. No, I didn't call back because I didn't want to, like, they're going to keep hitting us. Once they see it, they're going to wait for us to pop up again. And so I figured, hey, the world, you guys got to see what I look like. My boy Jess is over here running around. He didn't get to come on, but, and that's what it is, But at least we got to have that connection with you guys.
No, and
I'm in the day room right now, just kicking back.
And we had a pretty good run. I mean, you know what? I would be happy, like, if they just let us do like one 15-minute one, and it's cool. But when they cut it off at 1 minute,
Yep.
2 minutes, you barely starting up, and then they cut it. It's like, damn, this one we did 8 minutes, so I'm not too devastated on it, but 15-minute would be perfect. At least 1 15-minute. If whoever's cutting off these video feeds, just give us 1 15-minute, and we'll call it a day. I'll be happy with that.
It wasn't my building officers, because they're doing something else right now. So
Yeah.
it's somewhere else. They do it. They're kicking back, and that's what it is. But. So the thing is with you guys out there, there was a comment on there I seen where they said, well, I feel sorry for him, and anybody that's human or has a heart is going to feel sorry for us in here,
Yeah.
It's easy to look past some of the things that we did to come into the prison system, but, I think about, well, look what I did, you know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't have to happen. That sequence of events that played out started way before the actual crime was committed. It started from the moment that I decided to pick up a gun. I decided to be a tough guy, and I joined a gang at 13 years old. I joined a gang at 13 years old. I came to prison at 18 years old. So I was a kid when I came into the system. And after I joined a gang, I was in the juvenile system really young. So like I said, I came from the juvenile system into the prison system at 18 years old. That's right out of high school. Think about it for those of you guys who got 18-year-old kids, or you know people that are 18. Like I was in a men's prison, and I was still behaving like a child. So I wanted to be accepted by the older gang members in here. I wanted to do the things that I thought were expected of me, and I was already seasoned in a sense because of my time. I spent years in the juvenile system. So when I came in here, I had an expectation. I was like, all right, well, this is what I got to do to earn respect in there and to earn that acceptance, because I was always chasing that acceptance. And that's what's so scary about the youth out there these days, because you don't know who the influences are that are around them. I didn't join a gang thinking I was going to come to prison. I joined a gang thinking that I had found acceptance. I was looking for something completely different than what I found. And I started to notice that my value was tied into what the gang thought about me. The more that I committed stupid offenses, stupid crimes, the more the gang accepted me, the more they liked me. They praised me. They called me something else completely. They didn't even call me by my name. They called me by an alias. And for me, it didn't matter that wasn't my real name, the name that my mom had given me at birth. It mattered more what the gang thought about me, because that's how lost I was as a kid. So I would have done anything to appease that gang. And I look back now and I'm like, damn, like those kids, those gang members were preying on kids, just like a damn pedophile. That's what they were doing. I was 13 years old and I was being recruited by people that were in their 30s. Yeah, we had our little clique. We had we had a bunch of kids that I was hanging out around with that were my age, but we took our orders from people that were way older than us, and they used to like to see us fight and hurt each other. So when I came into the prison system, I wanted to put in work. I wanted to be a soldier. That's what it was, because that's what I thought was expected of me, and I did it. I found what I was looking for, and guess what? When the door closed behind me and I was in the hole for the first time when I was 19 years old. 19 in solitary confinement, 20 in solitary confinement, 21 in solitary confinement. I went to the hardest and most notorious prisons in California. I spent time on 180 level 4s, that's the max you can get outside of being in a SHU program. I was in 180 level 4 before I turned 21 years old. And there was a lot of kids that were there also. They were on these...
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
I haven't seen her yet. No.
Teresa, I'm here to find you.
Looking for Teresa, so if you're out there, Teresa, you need, the search is on.
Teresa, are you here? But please do not ban us, okay?
I was around kids, James, that were there for hot ones. They were there for taking people's lives, lots of them. These kids were child killers, and I wanted to be a killer just like them. That was my influence. It kind of evolved. It snowballed. And I'm thinking, well, damn, these fools are all my age. These fools are serving life, and they're not. It ain't no thing to them. So why should it be a thing to me? And people were telling me that state of mind tells me, they're like, why are you worried about going home? Like, what's out there for you? Like, you're in here with your homies. We're your family now. We're your homies. Like, the streets ain't your home. Prison's your home. So start getting that through your head. So it didn't matter that I was only there for a short amount of time at that time. What did it matter? They're going to kick me out of my home when I get released. And I'm going to go out to a world that I don't know. I came in young. I was institutionalized. So when I got out into the streets, I wanted to go out there and I wanted to represent for the homies in prison, not out in the streets. I didn't really interact with street gang members. I was like, man, you fools are weak. The real homies are up in there in the shoe right now. They're serving life in these yards. What are you out here doing? You know, bumping little Rob and doing shit like that, you know? So that was, I was like, no, hell no. So I got worse. I started to gain notoriety because of the things that I was doing, because of people I knew, because I had spent time in the shoe at a young age. And when I returned to prison, I already had an idea, okay, what's expected. Be like, all right, this is what it is. This is who I fall in with. And I'm going to do what I got to do to represent and let my boys in here know that I got it. You know, I got them. And pretty soon, I started to be the one that was calling shots. I started to be in charge. I started to get, you know, I started to pick up yards, and people wanted to know what I had to feel, you know, what I had to say about things. And that fed my ego. That fed my need for acceptance, my need for power, control. And guess what? I was willing to take somebody's life way before I had actually done the act. And that's the scary part, you know. This place leads us into ticking time bombs. So when I come in here now and I think, well, you know, how can I feel sorry for me? I feel sorry that I regret that the situation played out the way it did, but there was a lot of times where I could have hit an off-ramp. I could have hit an exit, but I didn't want to. I was craving that notoriety, you know, and so I feel sorry for all the people that I hurt along the way. That's what I think about them when I lay down at night. The door closes behind me and I'm in a cell. You know, it's a little ass cell. When my wife left me. I take that pain and I push it down everywhere else because I feel that a part of me is supposed to hurt like that. Like who am I to freaking not be in pain? And that's the crazy. You know, that's some of the dysfunction though that I have to deal with on a daily basis. Where it's like, man, you know, like I'm still human, you know. I'm still human. You know, but what gives me the right to feel okay after the things that I have done? It serves me right. Well, so yeah, it's a difficult thing, you know. It's a difficult perspective that I battle with.
Hey, David, I got a question from Marlene, and she's asking, "Oh man, that's right. Does he think they can reconcile?"
I think my wife is gone. I think she's gone and she's not coming back. I don't have a wife anymore. And it's not because of the things that. It's not because I don't want that. It's because that's just a fact. You know, it's not about what I want. I can't control the situation. You know, I believe though that she's hurt me enough to where if she was to try to come back, I wouldn't forgive her for putting me through this. And so that's like that's what I have. You know, like I'm like that where I'm thinking, well, I haven't heard from her. I'm blocked from calling, and she's completely erased me out of her life. And so why should I want her back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you. Let me see. Shannon wrote here. She wrote, being locked up is a battle.
It's a constant battle. You know, it's trying to maintain your identity, but also trying to, you know, you have to stay aware of what's going on in here, of what the prison system is. And it's a mental battle too. 15 years I've been in a cell. And I just came from level 4, so I'm still on a level 3 yard now, you know, which means I'm still in cell living. But yeah, this is what it is, you know.
Linda wants to know.
The only peace that I have. Yeah.
Linda's asking, were there any children in the marriage?
I don't have any biological children with her. I had a stepson. I had actually 3 stepkids, but I felt like it's easy for them to just close the book on me, and that's that, you know. I think that's also like a hard thing where it's like, all right, well, I didn't, the decision for her to leave was the decision for her to take away kids that had been in my life also for a long time.
Got a question from Grace. I think she looked you up because she's asking. Grace is from Canada. She said, "Did he do this in Indio?"
Yes. Yep, that's my case.
Yep.
Yeah, my co-defendant, and my co-defendant was my ex-girlfriend as well. And so she's on there. She's out right now living her life. I haven't talked to her in probably close to 15 years.
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
She wrote, "Yeah, okay, I was just reading it."
Yep. And so that's the circumstances, and there's they tied me into gang membership and stuff on some of the articles. I don't know what articles she's read and stuff, but that was who I was. That was the type of person that I was, and it's crazy to look back and think, well, that's not me anymore. A part of me will always, a part of that will always exist within me. So I have to be careful about the way that I do things. You don't just go from 100 down to 0. It'll take a lifetime of constant self-reflection to make sure, hey, well, that this old person is not surfacing anymore. So when I get upset, like for instance, I got left by my wife. That was devastating to me. That was probably one of the worst things that I had to go through next to get life, because it was the belief that I had a partner in all this. And so that was hard, but I take solace in the fact that, hey, it was a long time together and stuff, and it worked. Like, it's what it is, but maybe there's somebody out there in the future for me that isn't would it do something like that to me. I am gonna go home. I do get conjugal visits. We have that physical relationship. There's things that, and I'm a nice person. I'm a smart person. I'm driven, and so that's what I expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that same connection. And if it wasn't her, it wasn't her. So I have to keep pushing forward. And that's all it is. I'm not gonna allow this to put me back in a negative state of mind and think, well, fuck everybody, fuck this, fuck that, fuck. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna hurt like the rest of us, and I'm just gonna push on forward, and that's that,
Marlene is asking, were you guys legally married?
Yes. Yep. Yes, we were.
Marlene showed up late. I know Marlene showed up late, because if not, she would have known about the rice throwing and the bouquet being thrown.
Yep. No, we were legally married. Yep.
Let me see. I got a question from Linda. Linda's asking, how do your parents feel? Are they in your life?
My father's dead. My father's been dead since.
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
And my mom, she came up from a lot. She was with an abusive person for a long time, somebody that abused both of us. And my mom has persevered, and she's in my life today. My mom has been my rock through a lot of this. She's been unwavering. And I'm very lucky to have her. Yep. You want to do another call, James?
Yeah, we could do one more. We could do one more for sure.
All right.
All right, for sure.
Yep. All right, we'll call you back.
So, this is David right behind me. We were actually on a video call briefly for about 8 minutes, and one of the CEOs ended up cutting the video visit, so we just reverted back to phone calls. So we were on for about an hour on a phone call. Then they came out to day room. He jumped on a video call, and we were on for a little bit. They cut it, and then we went back to the phone calls because that wasn't gonna work out. So it tends to be an issue at the prison they're located at. But we got these phone calls, so just do it like that.
This call is now being recorded.
Global Telling. Usted tiene una llamada prepagada de
David Lopez.
un individuo encarcelado de la prisión estatal de Centinela, California. Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call.
5.
Gracias por utilizar Global Tel Link.
Hello, hello.
James.
All right,
Sure.
Dave.
Yep.
So we got a comment from NY Mets 2025. He writes, "Time goes quick on the phone." Yeah, it sure does. And then let me see. We had
the 15 minutes, it goes fast.
Yup. Let me see. Grace wrote, "I feel for him. I hope he changes his life." And then Marlene also wrote, "Are you gonna be filing for divorce?"
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to stay married to a person that doesn't want to, that I haven't talked to and I have no personal contact with or anything. Yeah, I don't feel like I feel like I have no choice. So.
And Marlene's asking, is David's story still up on YT from the interviews you did? Yeah, they are. They're still up, Marlene.
No. The crazy part is that I wouldn't be the person that I am today without her. It's not that I can't stand on my own 2 feet. It's just that I didn't see how bad things were for me. I was perfectly happy sitting in a freaking cell with a cell phone, slinging drugs. I was like fighting, dropping the yard. Like, to me, I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I looked at it like, well, that's just what lifers do, And so one thing to say in her defense is that she pulled me out of that thinking, and she helped me want to be a better person for myself. And I was able to flourish because I had that love and I had that support. So I'm never going to go back to being who I was before, because you can't unsuck a dick. That's our saying here. You can't do it. I can't go back to being stupid now that I'm smart now. I finally got my eyes open. So no matter what I go through, I'm still going to be the person that I am today. And that's a tribute to what it was like to have a strong support network and somebody who I believed was in it for the right reason. That showed me, hey, it's possible. Because I thought, well, who's going to want to be with somebody like me? Who's going to want to be with the person that's doing life in prison? I believed. I was like, well, I'm never going home. Like, why you want to be with somebody who's never going home? I'm going to die in this place. But she helped me realize, like, hey, you're not going to die in here. You don't got freaking LWOP. You're not a death penalty guy. You're only going to die in there if you give up. And so I started to fight for myself. I started to fight for my freedom. And now look at it. I already got 2 associate's degrees. I'm going to have 3 more associate's degrees in the fall. I'm going to be in a bachelor's program for San Diego State University. And I'm in court right now, and my case is being looked at for sentence reduction. I haven't had a 115, like a write-up for anything. I haven't been in a violent incident since January 6, 2018. I've been clean and sober off of everything. I don't mess with nothing. I've been like that for over 7 years. And I'm over it. I'm like, I would not touch a substance again in my freaking life. And that shit's everywhere in here. I won't do it. I don't participate in illegal activity. I don't mess with cell phones. I don't, these 15-minute phone calls, if that's what it is, that's what I got coming. I'm lucky I got that. And I get to interact with you guys. Like, one of these days, there's women out there that recognize me for who I am. One of these days, one will pop up, and that'll be that. I can't be chasing my tail around for somebody who doesn't want me. That's how I feel about it.
Let me see. I got a comment from Linda. She wrote, "I have a son doing life in prison, and half of his life is gone with him, or half of my life is gone with him."
Absolutely. We take our families in here with us. It takes a piece of my mom lives in here with me. She was at my trial. She seen what I did. She read the articles. They were calling me a monster. They were calling me gang, organized crime connected and all kinds of stuff like that. My family saw all that, and so I understand what she's going through. And your son is lucky to have you because, you could be the rock for your son. You could be the reason. Like, my mom's love is also one of the things that will not allow me to fall into a freaking depression and stuff like that. I gotta keep pushing forward. I gotta do the best I can to be the best version of myself for the time she has left here, because I've already sacrificed so much time because of my stupidity, a false sense of family.
Yep, that's what it is.
Let me see here. Grace wrote, but you guys inside get used to being in there. And then she also wrote, I hope you get out and enjoy your life.
Yeah, thank you. No, we do get used to being in here. You can't keep punishing me for 15 years and I'm not going to readapt. 15 years already, and not including the time I spent before. Over 25 years in the system, I've spent in the system. Damn near 30 years, because I came in 96. 96 is when I came in as a kid. You know, the first time I spent in solitary confinement, I was 15 and 16 years old in solitary confinement. I was walking around with chains on. You know, so yeah, you get used to it. I'm not used to being out there with you guys. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to try hard and I'm going to do the best I can, but I'm going to succeed. I'm not going to come back to prison, you know, because I know that this is where it's at, but I can't. It would be a lie if I looked around here and said, well, this doesn't feel, I'm not comfortable where I'm at. It's been too long. But this isn't where I belong. I belong out there with you guys.
Linda wants to know, how did you get your sentence reduced?
I qualified, so I got sentenced to 2 life sentences. The 15 to life was for taking the individual's life, second degree 187, and then they ran a consecutive, which means they ran an additional 25 to life sentence on top of it for using a firearm, using a gun in the commission of a crime. Well, on top of that, because I was in prison before for 2 nonviolent offenses, they gave me 2 years for prior prison. So my sentence was originally 42 years to life. That's 4-2. So those 2 one-year sentences under a...
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
It was a law called SB 483. And 483 said that those one-year prior prisons were no longer out. They're no longer legal sentences. So they had to completely open up my case again because I lost all my appeals. I was done. And they had to completely open up my case again for sentencing, for resentencing, just to take those 2 one-year prior prisons off. So when all the time that I've been here, laws changed regarding the gun enhancements. So, and then also there's a law called the Racial Justice Act right now that they have to evaluate. And our prison conduct could now be considered for reduction of sentence. So now I'm back in court, and the judge has to consider all these things. Well, what has he been doing with his time? Yeah, I came in here running amok for a while, but I also have 8 years of no violence, over 7 years clean, and multiple college degrees, and I run a lot of programs in here. I'm involved with a lot of good stuff in here. So I have that going for me. Then they can they can completely take off or reduce the 25 to life gun enhancement. They can put it down to 10 years, or they can take it off completely. That's how my sentence would end up with 15 years to life. And that's happening. I got court in August. They're going to put it off for about 4 more months after that, and then they're going to do the actual resentencing. So I have a lot of people that are pushing for me. I have organizations that are writing me letters. I have a lot of people that are interested in seeing my time being reduced because of the way that I can, I help a lot of people in here. I'm involved with a lot of positive things out in society. So I have a good shot. And if that happens, I'll go to board next year. If it doesn't happen, there's a law that says that when I'm in here for 20 years of continuous incarceration, 20 years of continuous incarceration, and I'll be 50 years old. I'm eligible for board, so that's why I have the board date in 2031. So there's a lot of things that are happening right now. The percentage, they give us time off for getting I get 6 months off my time for getting my college degrees, and then I get another 6 months off when I get my bachelor's degree. The programs that I attend here, I get time off for that. So, they're pushing me closer and closer to the door. I just got to make sure when it opens for me that I'm successful out there. I got the right people behind me.
Oh, you absolutely do. Yeah, you guys have made a lot of connections, prior to, coming on here, and even more, after coming on here. So, you guys do have some backing. So, let me see. I got.
And when you see me, go ahead.
Go ahead.
When you see me on the video call, I don't look old, right? I'm 43 years old.
Nah,
I look like a young pup,
You know what they say, prison preserves you. You don't got them stresses about, how am I gonna get the money for the rent or the mortgage? So You got that youthful look.
And it's true. And I got the youthful look, and I'm healthy as hell, man.
Yeah.
I got one of them, what do you call it, Sylvester Stallone bodies. I'm good. I'm running like a fine-tuned machine.
Adrian.
All right, now. Yep, Adrian, that's me. Yeah, in his prime. I got one of them Rocky bodies. Yep, I got cuts where cuts don't go. Yep.
Let me see. So Grace wrote, so you get out in 2031. So your earliest.
It's the latest.
Okay, so but that's based on your current sentence right now, right? The 40 years to life.
With elderly parole, yeah. That's
okay.
My 40 years to life. I don't go to board for that until like 2039, but that date don't matter no more.
Okay.
Because I have a 2031 date now.
Yeah.
That's not that long.
Nah, shit. 2031, man. That's what, 6 years away.
Yep, and that'll go fast. And that's if they don't change my case in court. If they change my case in court, I'll be out within a couple years.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I might get commuted. There's not a lot of us in here that have the stuff that I'm doing. A bachelor's degree in freaking journalism. I'm a founder of different programs in here. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. The governor could commute me too. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. So we're down to we got about 3 minutes left. Any words that you want to share with our audience before we part ways for the day?
Hey, no matter what you're going through, never give up, never give in. Always have hope. And I guess that's the most important thing. Always have hope, and don't, a lot of horrible things are going to happen in our lives, and it's all about the way that we process those things, those traumas, that heartache, and we got to use it for fuel to push ahead, Like I've expressed before, if anybody wants to contact me, you guys always can. I have a tablet. I got free phone calls. I could call international, and I love talking to you guys. I met a lot of good people on this channel, so don't hesitate to reach out to me. If you want to leave a number with James, you could do that. If you want to reach out on the tablet, you can add yourself to my tablet anytime. Don't worry about it. Like we can have conversations and stuff, And it's cool if you guys need advice. You got loved ones in prison. You got at-risk youth. And you need advice, I can help you out. That's what I do.
Yeah. So if anybody wants, I know Linda's asking me for your information. So just send me a message, Linda, and I'll provide you with his CDCR number, and then I'll relay any messages. So I'll go ahead and set that up. Marlene wrote.
My CDC number.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Marlene said.
My CDC number is AW7785. That's my CDC number. AW7785.
All right, cool, for sure. Marlene wrote, "Damn, I will be 53 years in 53 years old in 2031."
Shit, I'll be 50. Yeah, I'll be 50 my damn self. Yep. Well, hopefully I don't get out that long.
Hey, Sue wrote, just keep your head up.
Yep, always. That's all we can do in here. Just keep pushing forward, keep my head up, and that's that,
Let me see. Grace wrote,
Esta llamada y su número de teléfono será controlada y grabada.
Grace wrote, hold your chin up, stay strong in there.
It's cool. Thank you, guys. And it was cool. It was fun being on here with you guys. I'm glad I got to talk to you guys. And, hopefully we'll be able to do this again soon. We try to do it every weekend.
Yeah, whenever I got time. So
Le queda un restante de 60 segundos.
I ran a little bit late today, but we're here.
It's all good. I'm going to be looking for you guys on a tablet. Linda, hit me up, see what's up. And that's what it is, And you guys cheer me up, man. N-Star Media, Mad Max, they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing people. Marlene, you're amazing too. And trust me, I'm just as surprised about everything that's going on as anybody else. But it's what it is,
Yeah.
10 per hour spilled milk.
Yeah.
And that's that,
For sure. Hey, guys, so I do appreciate you guys. And like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it slices out. And with that, we're out. All right, guys. So I know some of you guys have been asking me about court. Court is about to start in about 10 minutes. I'm going to take a small little break. And then I'll be back in like 10 minutes so to start court up. So I'm going to shut it down really quick, and I'll be back, all right? So for those of you that like watching these court cases, we got Maricopa Court starting up in 10 minutes, and that's Maricopa County in Arizona, all right? I do appreciate you guys, and with that, I'm out.